Welcome to the latest and most effective PLR video training designed to take you by the hand and walk you through the process of getting the most out of private label rights content on behalf of your offline or online business success. We're so excited to have you here, and we know this will be very helpful for you. This complete and high-quality video training will surely help you learn exactly what you need to know about PLR and why it is such an amazing shortcut for any offline and online business, including yours, as well as how to get the most out of it in order for your product or services to stand out from the crowd. This is exactly what you're going to learn from this video training. In video number 2, you will learn what PLR is. We will give you the easiest definition for it, and we will also show you what type of content rights there are for you to pick from, so you can differentiate why PLR is the most profitable one. In video number 3, you will learn why PLR content is such an amazing shortcut to take your product or services to the next level, and see the amazing benefits you can get from it. We will explain important reasons as low cost, time saving, guarantee talent, how millions of businesses and thousands of marketers urgently need it, as well as how it is an extremely hot topic nowadays. In video number 4, you will learn 25 plus awesome ways PLR content can be used by offline marketers, online marketers, and businesses, as well as a really cool PLR content checklist on how to deal with PLR content the proper way. In videos 5 through 11, we will even give you access to our 7-step secret formula to PLR success, using one of the most effective methods to make great money over the web with PLR content. We will cover topics like researching a hot topic, collecting high-quality PLR material, how to properly rewrite PLR content, as well as how to make your product a lot more unique. We will even show you how to organize and set up a killer sales funnel with PLR content, the exact same sales funnel that even gurus use. You will even learn how to advertise your product once it's complete as well. Finally, in video number 12, you will learn what tracking is, why it's so important for your offline or online success, and what tracking tools you can use so you can get the most out of it. Well, it's time to dominate the PLR market, guys. I know you'll love this video training very much, so see you in video number 2. Video number 2. What is PLR? Definition. I don't want to go too techie here, so I'll just state what Wikipedia says. Private label rights, PLR, is a concept used in internet marketing and derived from private labeling. It's a license where the author sells most or all of the intellectual property rights to their work. In other words, it's when you buy the rights to content from the author and can customize or change it in any way. Such as if I wrote a series of articles and then sold them, and the person to whom I sold them could alter them and use them however. For example, if writer A creates content, they may sell the private label rights to writer B and allow writer B to make certain allowable changes, add their name and company, etc., and then resell the content. In the PLR process, the original writer creates the content and then sells it for a one-time fee, while keeping copyright. The buyer is then free to use, alter, and distribute it in accordance with the PLR agreement. This agreement is set by the original writer and might include rebranding, modifying, or adding one's name to the product. Private label rights can vary from writer to writer, as it is the original content owner who decides how the content can be used and altered. In other words, it's not as simple as just buying content and doing whatever you want with it. The original writer usually has certain restrictions. Rights explained. There are several categories of content rights, and it's important to understand the differences so that you can make the most of your business and content without having to worry about legal or plagiarism problems. Resell rights. Normal resell rights allow the buyer of the original content to resell that content. Usually, the content must be sold in its original state, and it contains a PUO, personal use only, disclaimer. Sometimes there are restrictions, such as a certain price requirement given by the original writer. In this form, the original buyer can sell the product, but the subsequent buyers cannot. Master resell rights. In this category, the buyer can sell both the content and the resell rights. This means that not only can the original buyer sell the content, subsequent buyers can sell it as well. Rebranding rights. With rebranding, the original buyer of the content can replace the writer's links with their own. However, the buyer cannot alter the content of the writing. Rebranding is normally offered along with normal resell rights, so that only the original buyer can resell the content. Private label rights. As stated above, when the buyer purchases private label rights, they may alter or edit content and resell it. This type of rights gives the buyer the most freedom with the original content. However, the original creator may still include certain restrictions, which must be followed. Giveaway rights. Giveaway rights allow the purchaser of the content to give it away. The purchaser may not claim ownership of the content or charge for the content. In most cases, the content cannot be significantly altered. Video number 3. Why PLR? Right before I tell you why you should use PLR content in your business, let me ask you a very important question. What makes people buy a product or a service? A high-converting sales invitation, a step-by-step, easy-to-follow system or easy-to-use service, the latest information on the subject, the great benefits people may receive, the testimonials from people that are already getting results, killer graphics, attractive bonuses, low price, high-quality support, and of course, the money-back guarantee. And right there, with that money-back guarantee, is where buyers find the coveted back door to get their money back if they're not satisfied. And do you know why people get refunds? A lot of people get refunds for the sad truth that marketers just flat out lied in just one of the components stated above. And guess what people think of marketers that promote those kinds of low-quality products? You don't want to know. I certainly know there are dishonest people who like to get a refund no matter what, but there is a really low number of those people. Anyway, you have to convince even those kinds of people that your product is so good they'll not ask for a refund just for the fun of it. The above components will surely help you get great results. You may have the greatest product or service in the world, but if you don't use the right tools to market it, you're lost. And here is where PLR content comes into play. If you own the perfect product or service, you have in your hands a really powerful profit-making machine that you can turn on whenever you want and make money from as many times as you want from the same audience that is passionate about it. But remember, you have to use the best marketing tools to achieve this. If you seriously want to get the results you desire and deserve, pay attention to what I'm about to tell you here in this training. Now that you know what makes people buy a product or service, let me tell you why PLR content is the greatest solution for you and your business. Low costs. Do you have $2,000 plus to outsource all this? It can be very expensive to hire a content creator just for you and your business. In writing, unless you're lucky enough to happen upon someone who is new, you tend to get what you pay for. A content creator of quality who knows their way around the block is going to charge anywhere from $20 to $50 per hour. That can get expensive quickly. What about graphic designers and software developers? It costs even more. PLR products are the greatest solution to cut all investment in half. You don't have to spend all that money creating a product because PLR sellers have already done so. If you opt to find and use quality PLR content, your cost will be a small fraction of that. And because you're granted the right to alter the content, you can still make it your own for much less than hiring a writer. Time saving. Do you have the countless hours that it takes to create the perfect product or service, or the awesome content needed to sell your product or service like a pro? Let me tell you, it takes a lot of hours and weeks to create a high-quality product or service and marketing material that can stand out from the crowd. In addition to the organizing and writing of the content, you must research the topics. PLR products let you build your own product and save you a lot of time and effort on niche research, writing, video creation, sales page creation, graphic creation, etc., because everything is already created. But that also will depend on the quality of those PLR products you're planning to use to create your product. When you use PLR content, instead of spending hours researching, outlining, writing, editing, and proofing your own writing, you buy a ready-to-use product. This makes PLR ideal if you have a variety of business ventures in which you're involved. Time is money. Let me shock you with the following fact. The average person, when starting from scratch creating content, spends about 1.5 to 2 hours per page. The typical page contains roughly 700 words, so if you create from scratch an 8,000 word document, you will spend around 20 hours writing. Since the typical writer makes around $20 to $50 an hour, you have just spent between $400 and $1,000 in time. When you consider the low cost of PLR products, $30 to $50 approximately, you know how much more cost-effective and time-saving it can be. Guaranteed talent. Are you a really good content creator? I ask you because there are a lot of really talented people who know how things work regarding product and content creation, so you really need to expect strong competition on this. I love the internet because you can pick as many talented people as you want with the greatest talent for anything you want, but do you have the money to pay for what they charge? It is really expensive. I do know that creating a truly high-quality product is not easy at all. You need to be extremely good at writing content, mastering a step-by-step proven system that can bring attractive results to the buyer. You need to be able to create a great and extremely high-converting sales page. You need to be able to record live videos and have the ability to talk over a mic with a nice voice. And of course, you need to be really good at graphics. Let me tell you, there's a lot of competition in all this. Let's face it, not everyone can write well. We all have different talents, and even the shrewdest businessman may not necessarily have the ability to write smoothly and intelligently. Add to that the fact that we are now a global market. A man in Germany or Chile or Quebec may want to sell content to customers residing in the US or England. If you've ever used Google Translate or Alta Vista, you know that just because something can be translated does not always mean it flows well. If your content sounds stuffy or awkward, it will not sell well. So you really need top quality content. A trained and proficient content creator can create something that is engaging, easy to read, and articulate. When you purchase ready-to-use, high-quality PLR content, you are purchasing well-written content from highly talented people in the language of your choice. There's no better solution than that. Millions of businesses and marketers need it badly. The average business owner has a calendar and schedule full of responsibilities, from human resource management to promotion to planning and more. Most of the business owners simply do not have the time to create their own content from scratch as well. That is where PLR content can be a profitable opportunity. We already have people who specialize in creating websites, blogging, creating apps, and crafting graphics. PLR content is a logical next step in helping businesses streamline what they do. No one has time to reinvent the wheel, so have your own PLR wheel ready to sell to them. The great thing about PLR is that it's just the same as hiring a highly talented freelancer that is able to create awesome marketing tools and sell it to a lot more people. But you have the opportunity to edit, improve, and make it unique. Every business and marketer needs to cut expenses, save time, use high-quality material, and use the latest buzz in their niche. And high-quality PLR will bring them exactly that. A business can buy content, modify it, add their own links and logo, and then sell that content as their own. And it's much more cost-effective than selling a book or course and having to sacrifice most of the profits to a publisher or royalties. Extremely hot topic. With the advent of e-publishing and online training materials and modules, PLR content has become an extremely popular way for businesses to offer information. Millions of dollars are constantly being invested in PLR material, dozens of high-quality PLR providers launch new products all the time, and millions of websites are proud to write about it on a regular basis. It really has hit the market to stay. Video number 4. Different ways to use PLR content. There are all sorts of ways to make use of great PLR content. You may automatically think of the most familiar ways, such as ebooks or guides or web content. However, there are many ways that PLR content can be incorporated into marketing, services, and products for your business. 12 awesome uses for offline marketers. Brochures. Use the PLR content, graphics, or adaptable logos in your own business's brochures and flyers. Newsletters. Adapt and use content in your newsletters. Trade shows. Videos, audio, presentations, and content can all be used when you attend trade shows or conventions. Promotional items. Use or adapt logos, graphics, quotes, and other PLR content on promotional items, such as magnets, mugs, shirts, etc. Radio. Adapt PLR content for radio spots or for use in interviews. Articles. PLR content can be a great source for business-related and topical articles. Ads. PLR content and graphics can be used in print advertisements. Logos. When you buy a logo and add your name, you are, in a sense, using PLR content. Cards and correspondence. Want to send all of your customers a holiday card? Find some great PLR content or graphics to make it unique. Templates. From presentation templates to manual and book templates, there's no need to reinvent when someone else has already created it. Training. Training material, handouts, guides, and notebooks can be completed using great PLR content. Presentations. Don't have time to create an informative and sleek PowerPoint presentation about SEO? There's probably a PLR version somewhere. 12 awesome uses for online marketers. Niche-related product bundles. When you buy or create PLR content that is niche-specific, you can then offer this content as a bundle. Instead of one article or manual, your customers get a group of materials at a discounted price. Online memberships. Once you have a good stock of PLR materials, you can offer them online via subscription or membership. Your customers can pay a one-time or monthly fee to have PLR content regularly sent to them. This gives you a regular income as well. List building. By creating lists of PLR material, especially niche-specific lists, you're not only categorizing your content, you are also saving your customers time. They will be more likely to come to you for their content because they can find what they need in one place. Creating a marketplace. This is similar to list building or memberships, but it can be set up more as a storefront online, and your customers can simply shop for the content they want. Selling RR and MRR products. When you sell content that allows your customers to resell, especially if their customers can also resell, you are giving them something to purchase and a way to make a profit, which will make them even more interested in your content. Rebranding. We have talked about rebranding already, but this is a great way to tailor content. This allows you or your customers to have ownership of the content using your or their name and links. E-learning and online training. Online learning is becoming a bigger and bigger business. Individuals are taking advantage of the opportunity to take classes online, and businesses are using self-paced training online for their employees. You can be the one to supply them with great content. Web content. Let's face it, there are only so many ways to tell your customers that you sell insulation or roofing. Great PLR content will save you time when constructing content for your website. You just edit and alter the details so that they are specific to your company. Websites. Web templates have been around for years. The natural next step is content-rich websites that can be altered and adapted for an individual business or organization. We already have the capability to take a site template and make it our own through changing the colors, graphics, and fonts. Having ready-to-alter content saves even more time and money. Videos. If you sell do-it-yourself products, chances are your customers would like to be able to access how-to videos. Instead of spending the money to have a how-to-put-up drywall video yourself, you can make use of one that is already out there. Or if you create the video, you can sell it with PLR rights that will allow the customer to edit the lead-in and lead-out to include their business information. Graphics. If you go to a site like vistaprint.com to create a logo for your business, what you are really doing, in a sense, is buying the PLR rights to a graphic and font that is specific to your business. You can do this with your own graphics as well. Create a logo to go along with your content and make it editable. Ads. If you create a great ad as PLR content, then you can sell that ad to a variety of businesses who can then profit from the advertisement. Some engaging information and a great graphic can be coupled with the right to edit and insert individual information, and your customer is ready to go. 5 awesome uses for businesses. Logos and graphics. With programs like Paint, Photoshop, and Silverlight, it's easy to edit and create your own graphics. If you have the rights to stock images, you can even use free online editors such as PicMonkey.com and GIMP.org to manipulate the images and overlay text. This is a great tool for creating graphics and logos for your own businesses or to sell to others. You can offer logo creation services along with your PLR content for an extra fee. Create your own. Once you begin reading and buying a lot of PLR content, you will get an idea of how it is organized. And if you have decent grammar and writing skills or a good proofreader, you'll be able to create your own PLR content. Then you can sell that content to others without having to pay for the content first. It's easy to begin with things like step-by-step instructions and then move on to more complex content. Sales funnel. If you decide to go niche specific, this is an especially good idea. Instead of offering a business part of what they need for sales, you can offer the entire process in content. That way, your customer has everything they need. For example, to sell printing services from initial announcements to email blasts to marketing content. Product bundles. Bundling products always makes the customer feel they're getting a great bargain. When we go to the grocery store and see buy one, get one free or 5 for $10, we often buy the extra or all 5, whether we need them or not, simply because it's a great deal. When you bundle products, you can sell more and make even more money. Marketing packages. When a business decides to launch a marketing campaign, they want the whole package. Ads, web content, graphics, emails, promotional items, you name it. When you offer all of this as a marketing package, you're giving your customers one-stop shopping, and they'll love the convenience. PLR content checklist. If you're going to be using or creating PLR content, it is important to make sure that what you will be buying and selling can actually make money. You don't want to get stuck with content that won't move or that is not going to interest businesses. Here you have 7 tips to make sure that your content has the best chance of bringing you success. Read the content objectively. This is important whether you're buying the content or creating it yourself. Sit down and read it as if you're an objective potential customer. How does it flow? Read it aloud and gauge the rhythm and structure. Even if content is technically grammatically correct, if it sounds stuffy or awkward or does not flow naturally, it will not engage the reader. Sentences should not be too lengthy, but they shouldn't be short and choppy either. Check for errors. No matter how carefully someone has proofed content, there is always the possibility that an error has been missed. Even best-selling novels sometimes have an error or two. Read the content carefully. One good strategy for catching errors is to read from the last sentence to the first sentence. This way your mind does not automatically read it the way it is supposed to be. Read the PLR agreements and restrictions carefully. Most PLR agreements are not a free-for-all. In other words, there are usually a few things you cannot do with the content. Remember, the PLR agreement is a binding agreement, so be sure to follow the guidelines carefully to protect yourself and your profits. Always plan to alter. Even if the content is amazing, you want it to have the personality of your business. Plan to make a few changes to every piece of content you purchase to make it have a feeling of originality. Use graphics, logos, etc. to make the content yours. Sometimes content will have spaces for you to place your logo. However, even if it does not, if the content is in an editable format, you'll probably be able to insert graphics and a logo. If the PLR allows it, replace logos, banners, and graphics with your own to promote your business throughout the document. Choose content with the audience in mind. If you are selling technology content to a highly competent audience, the content will need to be intelligent and well crafted. If you are selling a training manual to a novice, the content will need to be more simply worded. If you are located in Michigan in the U.S., but will be selling content to French-speaking customers in Quebec, have someone who speaks French read the content to make sure it flows well in that language. This is one of those times you do not want the text to sound like it came from Google Translate. Always keep content flexibility in mind. Your content will probably be specific to a topic. However, if the content itself is broad enough, then you can alter the same content in several different ways to make it specific. For example, if you're buying or creating PLR content on blogging, general blogging content can then be altered to cater to photography bloggers, creative writing bloggers, business bloggers, and others, all using the same general content with some alterations. This gives you more for your money. If you keep these 7 things in mind as a checklist every time you create or consider buying PLR content, you will end up with a quality product that will be more likely to generate business and make a profit. Video number 5, my 7-step secret formula to PLR success. The following steps will show you one of the most effective ways to generate great profits by using PLR content. That method is creating and selling your own product. There are 2 methods for creating the perfect product. Number 1, you can create your own product from scratch, the way high-quality PLR memberships do. Really expensive and with a lot of hours of hard work and extremely high talent. Number 2, or you can use high-quality PLR products. I will discuss in detail how to create a great and useful product using PLR content. This is a lot less expensive, and you can set up a killer product in days, not months nor weeks. Step number 1, research for a highly profitable niche. Something extremely important before you start looking for PLR products is to do some research to get some great ideas about highly profitable online or offline niches. You don't have to limit yourself to the online audience. We recommend you do so because you will be targeting the whole world, but maybe you will find better results if you target offline businesses. It all depends on the topic you choose to work with. The 3 keys that will help you find a highly profitable niche are demand, commerciality, and accessibility. For demand, we mean the amount of people interested in the topic. We can use the Google Keyword Planner, which is a keyword tool provided by Google that tells us how interested people are on any particular topic. Other similar tools are the Bing Keyword Tool and the Word Tracker Keyword Tool. For commerciality, we mean if people are spending money on that topic. We can use online retailers such as eBay.com, Amazon.com, ClickBank.com, JVZoo.com, etc. These will help us find best-selling products that will tell us how commercial the topic is over the web. For accessibility, we mean if you have a chance to access that niche with your product. We just need to look to see if there are too many products related to the topic we're trying to market. It's not a good idea to launch the same thing all the time, but you can even determine what angle you can target on that same hot topic we've already identified as highly demanded and highly commercial. In order to know a little more about your audience, we advise that you go beyond. Search for demographics. Some really cool places that will show you this type of data are Alexa.com, Quantcast.com, etc. Research on forums. Check out several forums and blogs and see how people talk about the topic. Watch videos. Watching videos about the topic will show stuff that you didn't know before. You can use YouTube. An important tip is to view videos sorted by date. Video number 6. Step number 2. Collect high-quality PLR material. This is an extremely important thing because this part will define the quality of the product or service you're going to deliver to your future clients. Your intention is to create a complete and high-converting sales funnel, and you'll need to get access to high-quality PLR content in order to do so. There are very important principles to be considered in picking PLR products, so you may create unique, high-quality, and extremely hot offers that will convert way better than your competitors' offers. Here you have the 12 keys formula for high-quality PLR content. New. The product has to be new, not the same old information that the search engines have indexed for years. It has to be accurate. It has to show the latest updates, the latest screenshots as well, the latest information on the subject, the latest videos. Unique. The information has to be unique. It has to be created and not just copied from the web. People want unique content. If something is new, it has to be unique. You can easily find unique PLR content by applying the first key, new. Hot and evergreen topic. The topic must be the latest buzz and a topic that will never fail or disappear. The topic has to focus on stuff that people are investing millions of dollars on and will stay in the market forever. Proven step-by-step system. It needs to present an easy-to-apply, step-by-step, proven system, which can bring results in the shortest time possible. Complete high-converting sales funnel. It needs to provide all the necessary sales copies, and this has to be unique and high-converting. It needs to have the complete sales funnel, not just a simple index.html page. Wide variety of marketing tools. It has to contain an affiliates area, swipe emails, a squeeze page, videos, PowerPoint presentations, etc. All of it great quality. Killer graphics. The graphics must use the latest techniques for graphic creation, not the old graphics that still are used over the web. Header, footer, ebook covers, video covers, product covers, animated banners, etc. all must be included. Attractive bonuses. Bonuses are key for getting a really low refund rate if there are people that are overly demanding. People get really excited about bonuses and also about new surprise bonuses that you may include inside the download area. Edit it however you want. You will need to have the Word files or the PSD files so you can change them however you want, especially changing all the affiliate links and putting your name on all the material. Accessible cost. This is important. You know that creating a product can be really expensive. Normally, a high-quality PLR product, like the one I'm describing to you, can easily cost around $100. I told you, PLR products are cheap compared to the great quality they offer. You will easily make that back in a few hours of advertising your product if you know how to do it. But there are still a lot of really hot and limited time offers you can get access to on PLR products. I'll show you the best ones. Limited access. Not everyone should have access to the PLR product. It has to have a limitation, where not a lot of people will get access to it. There are many limitations that PLR marketers may apply to their products. Monthly membership. Not a lot of people will have money to pay every month to have access to the PLR products. And also, there are many monthly memberships giving access to PLR products. Not every marketer will be a part of all those memberships. That will give you a lot more chance to find PLR products that not a lot of people have access to. High price. The price will limit the access, making it so that not a lot of people will be able to pay the price, which leaves you even less competitors to face. Limited copies. This is a really cool one. This will tell you exactly how many competitors you are going to face having the exact same product as you. Excellent support. It is really disappointing when you buy something and you're left in the dark to do everything on your own. You really need someone to show you how to install everything, how to edit it, and how to make money with it as well. If you get access to a service like this, you will have in your hands something of absolutely great quality, so you may create the perfect product for you to sell as your own. The higher the quality you find, the less money and effort you have to invest. A secret trick I want to share with you is that getting access to multiple PLR memberships is something that not a lot of people can afford, and is also what we recommend because you are guaranteeing a high quality and unique sales funnel that no other PLR internet marketer is creating or promoting. It's important that you get access to the paid membership area. Remember that the rest of the PLR marketers get access to the free area, but a considerably lower number of serious PLR marketers are paying for the privileged areas. That is exactly the intention of these memberships with different levels of access. The higher the access, the fewer competitors you'll have to face. You may think this is kind of expensive to do, but remember, we're creating the perfect product here, a 5 figures product. This will definitely save you more than the $2,000 cost of creating one high-quality product from scratch. Here you have a few awesome memberships where you'll be able to get access to absolutely awesome PLR products. HQPLRstore.com, BestQualityPLR.com, IDPLR.com, PLRmonthly.com, MasterResellRights.com, PLRassassin.com. My advice is for you to get access to 5 to 10 PLR products, all centered on the same topic, because you will use all of them to set up a killer sales funnel. Video number 7. Step number 3. rewrite some key sections inside the material. This step right here will make your product 50% more unique than every one of your competitors. Regardless of the quality of the PLR product you may have, this step will make you create a unique and high-quality product. But remember that the higher the quality of the PLR product you get, the less money and effort you'll have to invest. Here I'm not talking about changing the whole thing or creating the product again. What's the point of doing that? What I'm talking about is changing some very important parts that can make your product more unique. Let me explain to you 6 important sections you should care the most about in the rewriting process. Product name. Change the name of the products, especially of the first product you will use as a freebie for the first part of the sales funnel, which is the squeeze page, as well as the name of the main product. Try to make it short and easy to remember so you can easily register a domain name with it. Other people have had access to the same product as you. Many of them will leave the same name of the PLR product. You will see that those products may be listed to be sold for $1, which is not honest. But if you change the name, that will make you unique. Introduction. It is very important for you to create a unique introduction talking about you and your product. You can completely rewrite the content that is already there, too, and update it according to the body content of the product if you decide to add more or update something there. Body content. The content is what matters most. If it's a proven system that works, then it will work for everyone else at any time. An extremely important part here is that you need to read everything. You have to apply and test the process for yourself. That's very important because you will dominate the topic and you will know how to help your customers once they start asking stuff about your product. You need to make sure that the content will fit the actual application in the internet marketing world. Make sure all links to sources used in the content are still available. Make sure images are updated if necessary. Update the content as necessary. Include new images as well and change font and layout if you want. The great thing about signing up on PLR memberships is that they deliver brand new and unique content every single month, so you don't have to update too much information, because it is the latest stuff about that topic. But still, make sure everything is accurate. Remember, you are not creating a new product. You are editing an already proven product to make it a lot better and unique. While creating a product takes several weeks and even months, rewriting a high-quality PLR product can take you a few days, no more than a week. Affiliate links. If you forget this part, you'll be leaving a lot of money on the table, or you might be working hard for other people to make money from your marketing efforts. Go and sign up on every single affiliate program that every tool explained in the body's content may have. You'll make a lot of money that way because you're inviting people to use something that works and that is proven and trusted. Conclusion. The conclusion section should be unique as well. This is your product, so enjoy this part. Thank and congratulate them for applying the system and invite them to contact you with any questions. Treat them well. They are the future of your business. Sales page. Something very important as well is to rewrite the sales page, which will make your visitors buy your product. The first thing your prospects will see about your product will definitely be your sales page. Sales pages are critical for your online success. With good sales copy, you can increase your profit margin almost instantly. It's a good thing to change the name of the product, and you can also change many parts of the training. But if you don't change more than the name of your product on the sales page, it will hurt your conversions. This is something that will make your product 75% more unique and really stand out from the crowd. Change the header content. Change all of the subtitles. Change what people will read on the sales page. You don't have to redo the whole sales copy. Just try to make it different than the others. One very important piece of advice here is to change all the graphics as well, or at least the colors. Remember to apply these same ideas to all of the PLR products you have found. Video number 8. Step number 4. Add more content into the product. This is something that will surely skyrocket the uniqueness of your product to 100%. You may do a little research on the subject, Maybe you will find that some of the tools mentioned here have been upgraded or may present new features that your clients may get an advantage from. That happens a lot with topics related to social media. You may include additional chapters as well if they're needed. You may also include additional tools and steps in the process if necessary. Remember, you have to deliver more value and more helpful tips. It takes a lot to research and create a proven step-by-step system, and you have already got it with the PLR products you bought. You just need to add more value and more power into it. You don't have to create a proven system from scratch, which takes a lot of time. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You're just polishing it to make it different from other wheels. Check on your competitors, especially the ones that are in the top of the search engines with the actual name of the product, the original name of the PLR product. Pay attention to what they're offering. Make sure to offer something better than what they are offering. Let me give you a secret technique I do as well. There are a lot of great proven systems out there that bring awesome results, but that the owner doesn't sell as PLR. You can buy it, master it, and make it work for you, as well as get positive results. Apply your own personal touch to it, create your own proven system, and add it to your product. Everybody does that. A lot of marketers sell affiliate marketing training. A very popular way to make money with affiliate marketing is by blogging. So many of those marketers use that in their training. And while every marketer does it with a personal touch, all of them apply the same pattern. You can do that with yours too. You can buy several products, apply them, and create a system that provides better results than the original creator of the product. And there you have your own system with your own proofs and your own testimonials from people. Video number 9. Step number 5. Organize the sales funnel. For the most profit, you need a killer sales funnel. It will maximize your profit like you've never seen before. So the first step is to plan a sales funnel. Without a sales funnel, you will be losing 95% of your hard work. With a proper sales funnel, you will skyrocket your benefits to 300% more revenue plus 7 times more leads. In different niches, different types of sales funnels work, but we tested a lot, and this is the best funnel we use for ourselves to sell stuff in the internet marketing niche. This is an extremely important part, because this is what makes you a lot of money. This will really get you the money-making machine you really want and deserve. If you don't do this right, it will impact the number of sales and the money you make significantly. Let me describe to you a simple yet powerful way used by successful product launchers to set up a high-converting sales funnel. What is a sales funnel? A sales funnel is the interconnected sales stages that a visitor will go through once they get to your domain name. The buying process will work like this. The first stage is the squeeze page. Here you will be delivering a high-quality, free product directly related to the main product. A lot of people that will come to the front-end offer won't buy from you right away. They will need to feel a lot more trust before buying. And the only way they will have the chance to see your sales page again is if you contact them and invite them again to it. But how will you do that? Here is where the squeeze page comes into play. If you send traffic directly to your squeeze page and then give them a free product, that will build trust and confidence in your future customers about you. And then they will be more than ready to buy your main product because they already know it is of great quality after they've looked at the free product they're already enjoying. A squeeze page has the purpose of collecting the contact information of as many people as possible, thus creating what is called a list. So the administrator of the squeeze page may contact everyone in the list by email using an email autoresponder service. This is what is called email marketing. A high-quality PLR product will come with a high-converting squeeze page that already has a built-in free product directly related to the main product you will be selling in the front-end offer. The second stage. After people leave their contact details on your squeeze page, they will automatically be redirected to the front-end offer. Here the visitors will have access to a one-time offer, which will be your main product. That sales page has to be really good so you can get as many sales as possible from it. Another vital component that a high-quality PLR product will deliver to you is a set of pre-written emails that you can plug into your Autoresponder series to advertise your main product to the subscribers who have decided to opt in for the free product but didn't buy the main product. The third stage. The people who bought your main product are highly interested in your subject. They are in what is called a buying mood. So the greatest way to take the most advantage of that mood before they get to download their purchase is to offer more stuff that will help them even more to satisfy their needs. Here is where the upsell offer, advertising the upgraded product, comes into play. The upgraded product usually is an upgraded version of your main product. This product may be different, but is a directly related product as well. But the most important thing to be aware of here is that it can't replace the trust of the buyer in what he has just bought. The new offer should not give the appearance that the product that the buyer has already bought is not worth anything anymore because of the new offer. You have to give the buyer the feeling that with the upgraded version, they will get access to a lot more benefits, or they can get the same great results that your main product will bring, but a lot faster and with less effort, or they will be able to make a lot more money with it than with the basic version. A really cool trick that we as marketers do is that right before we deliver the purchase to the people who bought the main product, we ask them to register their name and email into a different registration form. And then, after they leave their name and email, they're directed to the main product download page. We store the details of those front-end buyers in a different list, a buyer's list. In that list, we will set up a different set of pre-written emails that are ready to advertise the upsell offer, selling the upgraded product that they didn't buy previously. This will dramatically increase your upsell sales as well. We do the same thing with the upsell buyers. We redirect them to another registration form in order to build a third list, so we can advertise different products to them and not the two products they have just bought from us. Let me show you a graph for a better understanding of the complete process. The potential customer enters at the squeeze page. He got interested in getting access to your free product, so he submitted his name and email to get access to the free product and got into your subscribers list. Right after leaving his name and email, the subscriber is now automatically redirected to another page of your website, which is the front-end sales page promoting your main product. Here, the potential customer has two options. Yes, the potential customer got interested in your front-end offer, so he decided to buy it. No, the potential customer was not sure about buying your front-end offer, so he closed the page. If yes, the front-end customer, after paying for your main product, was redirected to register in your front-end buyers list to get access to his purchase. Then, he just sees another offer promoting something that is going to bring more benefits than the main product, a lot faster, and with better results. If no, the potential customer decided to check his email where he finds a link to download the free product and another link to another chance to buy your main product. Here, your potential customer will keep receiving emails offering your main product, so he can buy it once he is ready or interested in doing it. Going back to the upsell offer, here your front-end buyer has two options again. Yes, the front-end buyer got interested in your upsell offer, so he decided to buy it. No, the front-end buyer was not interested in buying your upsell offer. He just wanted to keep the front-end offer. If yes, the buyer, after purchasing your main product, decided to purchase your upgraded product. Then he is redirected to register in your upsell buyers list in order to get access to his purchases. You also have set up your autoresponder to advertise other related products. If no, the main product buyer decided to not buy your upgraded product, so he was automatically redirected to download his main product purchase. Here, your front-end buyer will keep receiving emails offering your upgraded product, so he can buy it once he is ready or is interested in doing so. Well, all of this sounds kind of confusing, but with a little analysis, you will understand everything. This, my friends, is one of the greatest sales funnels ever. There are many kinds of sales funnels. Your knowing about this basic one will give you the chance to play around with it with other additional offers. And this is how high-converting sales funnels work. Now, let me show you how to upload everything to your server and get ready with the money-making machine before the last step of the process. Video number 10, Step 6. Set up the sales funnel. In this step, I will show you in detail how to set up a killer sales funnel. There are a lot of activities to be aware of in this part, and I'll cover the main ones: domain and hosting, uploading your squeeze page, uploading your front-end offer, uploading your upsell offer, and setting up your autoresponder. As an example, I'll be using a PLR product provided by hqplrstore.com, which is the LinkedIn business in a box. Domain and hosting. First of all, we need to register a domain name and a hosting account. A domain name will be the address of your website. It will be the place where all of the URLs of your website will be attached. There are two different scenarios you must be aware of concerning picking the right domain name for your product or service. The first scenario is of registering a single domain for a single product, and the second scenario is of registering a single domain for several products. If you decide to use the first scenario, that'll be just fine. You just need to buy a domain that might be directly related to your product. Your domain name should be your product's name if you decide to do it like this. Just try to make it easy for people to remember. So just in case they remember your topic, they can easily go there and check your offer again and even decide to purchase it. For the second scenario, you will need to target a more general topic because you will be targeting several products at the same time. The second scenario is a lot more flexible for many reasons. If you want to install a product centered on a topic based on a trademark, you always have to make sure that the trademark allows you to register a domain name using their trademark. For example, LinkedIn does not allow you to register the LinkedIn marks as domain names or as any part of a domain name. It will be the same for other trademarks, that's for sure. Maybe you could use a different word, trying to say you're offering training about that specific trademark. An example for this may be Facebook. A lot of people use the word or characters FB as a representation of Facebook. That could be a great idea, but a lot of other people who are not in the internet marketing world would never think the same way. So that's why, in order to avoid this, you could use the second scenario in your domain registration and simply create a folder for every product you create. Trademarks won't be a problem because that will be a URL from your website talking about a trademark. There are millions of URLs like that which have the trademark on it, and that doesn't mean they're using it in the domain itself. If you have only one product to sell, use the first scenario. But if you plan on creating several products in the same market, then use the second scenario. I'm planning to create several products based on the same market. For that reason, I'll use the second scenario. I'm planning to create a membership centered on social training for businesses. So I will register the following domain name, socialmarketingelitetraining.com, which sounds just great. And just in case you don't find a .com available for your desired domain, you can always use .net or .org as well, which are well known over the web too. In order to register a domain, I use my favorite domain name provider, Namecheap.com. I've been using Namecheap.com for years, and I've not faced a single problem with any of my domain names. They have great offers as well on some occasions. Just follow the steps shown to you in the buying process, and you're done. Now that we have the address to our virtual home, it's time to get the land that it will be built on. That virtual land where we will store all of the files for our websites is called hosting. Being more technical, a web hosting service is an internet service that allows individuals and organizations to make their website accessible via the World Wide Web. Web hosts are companies that provide a space on a server owned or leased for use by clients, as well as providing internet connectivity, typically in a data center. In simple words, they're the guys who store your website and are able to make it live to the entire world using your domain name as the address to get there. I like to separate domain from hosting because if I don't like the hosting, I can just cancel it and still have my domain separated to plug it in with another hosting company. Domain transfers are really long and complicated, and sometimes hosting services offer really expensive domain name registrations and transfers. HostGator.com takes really seriously the statement of a 99.9% uptime guarantee. I've actually been using it for years, and I just remember one day years ago when my site was down for some technical issues, and it lasted just minutes before it was online again after calling them. Something that with other hosting services, I just sat down and cried waiting for them to resolve my issue. Not actually crying, but being really angry. During the registration process, remember to let them know that you already own a domain name. Uploading your squeeze page. There are two basic ways for uploading files to your hosting, using FTP software or using the hosting's file manager. I myself like to use the hosting's file manager to upload my stuff because it's a lot safer, and I'll explain to you why in a minute. Okay, cool. So let's go over the hosting's control panel. You will click on File Manager, double-click on public_HTML. Now you will double-click on the domain name. And here I've created a folder named LinkedIn. That's because I will upload a LinkedIn product I've already edited. Here you see all of the material for my squeeze page. You will see the image folders, codes folders, HTML files, and the special free report. Select everything, right-click on a selected one, zip it, and then call it Squeeze Page. You can use a free zipper software called 7-Zip. And the Squeeze Page zipped file is the one you will upload to your hosting. Now go back again to the File Manager in your hosting. Double-click on the LinkedIn folder, click Upload, Browse, and double-click the Squeeze Page zipped file. Wait until the upload is completed. Go back to the File Manager, click on Reload, and there you have your zipped file. Right-click on it, click Extract. Extract Files, click Close, and click Reload once again. And there you have all your Squeeze Page files live. Just visit that specific folder. In my case, it is socialmarketingelitetraining.com/LinkedIn. In my opinion, this way is a lot more secure than using FTP software. Because if in the FTP software the upload gets interrupted, then you'll have a lot of trouble viewing the images and files that didn't upload correctly. So this is the method I advise you use, but you can decide which one to use. Uploading your front-end offer. Let's go back to our computer. Now we will upload the front-end offer. I have organized all of the material for the front-end offer, including the complete mini-site, main product, and even the bonuses. I didn't use any other PLR membership to get all this material. All of it comes from the HQPLRstore.com membership. Even the upsell comes from there. You will select all of the folders, the HTML pages, and the zipped files all together. Then you will right-click and zip them, and then call it Front-End Offer. And the front-end offer zipped file is the one you will upload to your hosting. Go back to the File Manager. Right there, together with the Squeeze Page files, you will create a folder. You'll name it Basic. Double-click on the folder and you'll upload the front-end offer zipped file you just created. Click Upload, Browse, and double-click the zipped file. Wait until the upload is completed. Go back to the File Manager, click on Reload, and there you have your zipped file. Right-click on it, click Extract, Extract Files, click Close, and click Reload once again. And there you have all your front-end offer files live. Just visit that specific folder. In my case, it is socialmarketingelitetraining.com/LinkedIn/basic. Now I advise you to check to make sure that everything looks great. Okay, wonderful. All is looking great with the front-end offer too. But we also need to check two more URLs. The Save Your Basic Package Downloads.html URL, which is the URL where people will be redirected once they successfully purchase the front-end offer. Here we will insert the second sign-up form as well. Once people put their name and email in this page, they will be redirected to the upsell offer, and they will get an email with the Basic Package Downloads Area.html URL as well to download their purchase. And the other URL is the basic package downloads area.html URL. This is where your buyers will download their front-end offer purchase. Check to make sure that everything looks great. Check the download links, which is the most important part of this page, and also check that the 3D upsell offer graphic redirects to the upsell offer. Well, you won't see this page because we haven't uploaded the upsell offer yet. Uploading your upsell offer. Let's go back to our computer. Now we will upload the upsell offer. I've organized all of the material for the upsell offer, including the complete mini site, main product, bonuses, videos, audios, and PDFs. You'll select everything. Then you will right-click and zip them. Then call it Upsell Offer. And the Upsell Offer zipped file is the one you'll upload to your hosting. Go back to the File Manager. Right there, together with the front-end offer files, you will create a folder. You will name it Upgrade. Double-click on the folder and you'll upload the Upsell Offer zipped file you just created. Click Upload, Browse, and double-click the zipped file. Wait until the upload is completed. Go back to the File Manager, click on Reload, and there you have your zipped file. Right-click on it, click Extract, Extract Files, click Close, and click Reload once again. And there you have all your upsell offer files live. Just visit that specific folder. In my case, it is socialmarketingelitetraining.com/linkedin/basic/upgrade. Now I advise you to check that everything looks great. Okay, wonderful. All is looking great with the upsell offer too. But we also need to check two more URLs. The Save Your Upgraded Package Downloads.html URL, which is the URL where people will be redirected once they successfully purchase the upsell offer. Here we will insert the third sign-up form as well. Once people put their name and email in this page, they will be redirected to the Upgraded Package Downloads area.html URL to download their purchase. They'll also get an email with the Upgraded Package Downloads area.html URL again to download their purchase. And the other URL is the Upgraded Package Downloads area.html URL. This is where your buyers will download their upsell offer purchase. Check to make sure that everything looks great. Check the download links, which are the most important part of this page. Wonderful! We're done uploading your product. Setting up your autoresponder. Finally, you will set up your autoresponder. Here I'll show you two very important parts. The first part will be setting up your autoresponder lists and sequences, and in the second part, we will create the sign-up forms. I'll be using Aweber only. Setting up your autoresponder lists and sequences. Log in to Aweber and click where it says Create and Manage Lists. Click on Create List. Here we will be creating the list for the free report subscribers. Basic information. List name. Here just type a name of your choice. This is for personal reference. List description. This is for personal reference too. From name. Here you have two options. You can put your name. This is important if you already have an important personal presence among your list. And the other will be the name of the product, so people may identify your emails right away once they start getting your emails. Using your name is important, but in that way they won't know the topic right off. I like to use the topic because, being new subscribers, they'll be interested in getting their report right away. They can identify that in the email's subject as well, but the sender is in reality the first thing a reader looks at before deciding to open an email. All of this is just my personal point of view. You can decide what to put in there according to your subscriber's behavior. Address. This is the email that will be shown to them as the sender. If they decide to reply anything back to you, that message will be sent to this email. Contact address. Here is where you will type your physical mailing address. This is optional as well. Click Save Settings. Personalize your list. Here you will insert your company information, social information, and snippets. I myself really don't use this area. You can go ahead and find out for yourself how to use it. Confirmed opt-in. And here is something I don't use either, but it's up to you to use it or not. This is used so you can confirm that the people in your list are real people with real emails. Once they sign up, they must go to their email accounts and click on a confirmation link that eWeber will send to them automatically in order to get access to their free report. This is what is called opt-in confirmation. If you decide to use it, this is the email your subscribers will get right before they're part of your list, and then they will start receiving your emails. I advise you edit the name of the list right here and put something better, like the name of your free report, which is the same name as your product. This is the URL your subscribers will be led to once they click on the confirmation email. If you decide not to use all of this confirmation process and want every subscriber to be put directly into your list and start receiving your emails, you can just turn it off. Click Save Settings and you're good to go. Now, let's start inserting the emails into this list. You will go to Messages and select Follow-up Series and click Create Your First Follow-up. Here is where you will create all emails promoting your front-end offer to your special free report subscribers. The first email will be used to thank your subscribers for being interested in your special free report. You'll give them the URL to download the special free report, and also you'll invite them again to check out and buy your product. The rest of the emails will be used to invite them again to check out and buy your product. You will have the chance to put when you want to send these emails. I recommend you do not send them every day, but instead send them every 2 days. Okay, cool. Now that you know how to create a list and set a follow-up series, repeat the process for the other 2 lists, the one for the front-end buyers and the one for the upsell buyers. Creating the sign-up forms for the 3 lists. Now select the Special Free Report Subscribers list. Click on Sign Up Forms and click on Create Your First Sign-Up Form. Design. Here you will have the chance to edit the sign-up form however you want. You can even pick from the different templates already there. Just design it in a way that may be nicely fit within the layout of the squeeze page. We advise you to add an image to the Submit button so it doesn't look too simple and looks more attractive to the visitor. Settings. Right here, you have to be very careful. You can put a name on the sign-up form for you to identify it. Then you can insert the URL where your free subscribers will be redirected once they put their name and email. Here you will have the chance to place the front-end offer URL. Don't worry about delivering the free report. Once they put their name and email, they will instantly receive that report in their email accounts, as well as get another chance to buy your front-end offer, just in case they don't do it at the time of signing up for the free report. Click on Save Your Form, and click on Go to Step 3. Publish. This is the code you will embed into the HTML code of the squeeze page. I advise you to test it out. Put your name and a testing email. Check to see if it redirects to the front-end offer URL. And also, go to your inbox and see if, in a few minutes, you get the first email of the Autoresponder series. Check the links you'll get there just to make sure everything is working great. Cool. Now you can go ahead and do the same with the other 2 opt-in forms. Awesome. We're now done setting up the Autoresponder. Now let's go over the final step, applying one of the most known ways to generate great profits by using PLR content. Video number 11. Step 7. Advertise your product. Something extremely important for you to get success promoting any offer is the quality of the traffic you send to that offer. You could be promoting the greatest product ever, but if you send 1 million horrible quality visitors to your offer, you will be wasting all of your money, time, and effort. Do not let other people deceive you. Now you'll see a really nice list of traffic-getting methods you can use, as well as where to get them. Pay-per-click. Pay-per-click, or PPC, is a form of internet advertising that directs traffic to a website, and the advertiser then pays the website owner when someone clicks on the ad. So instead of bidding on keywords relevant to their target audience, the PPC displays, which are usually some sort of banner ad, which is placed into either search engine results or some other sort of website that has content that is related to the item for sale in the ad. Pay-per-call. Pay-per-call is a type of performance-based advertising somewhat similar to pay-per-click. The difference is that instead of there being a fee for each click, the business must pay their service provider a fee for each call when the customer calls the connected phone number. Email newsletter. Email newsletters are updates that a business sends out to customers who have signed up to receive various notices from that business. They're sent out on a regular basis and could include tips, facts, savings, and special offers. Some include HTML hyperlinks to go to the business website for more information. The content is written by a copywriter, and the newsletter is designed by a graphic designer. Solo ads. Solo ads are an email-centered advertising method that works through a system two marketers have agreed upon that is used to reach the subscribers to the program. The internet marketer sends out emails to the subscribers on the behalf of the other marketer in order to show their offer or ads. It usually has between 8 and 10 lines of text. Podcasting. Podcasting is a method of sending out audio files via RSS. It's done just like any other RSS feed, except that the feed subscribed to is an audio one instead of a text feed. The resulting podcast can be listed on a website by a clickable link. Traffic agencies. Traffic agencies are services that create, plan, and manage advertising and other promotions for their patrons. They can also handle marketing and branding plans for their clients. SEO organic. Search engine optimization, or SEO, is the process of affecting the visibility of a website or a web page in a search engine's natural or unpaid, organic, search results. In general, the earlier or high ranked on the search results page, and the more frequently a site appears in the search results list, the more visitors it will receive from the search engine's users. SEO may target different kinds of searches, including image search, local search, video search, academic search, news search, and industry-specific vertical search engines. As an internet marketing strategy, SEO considers how search engines work, what people search for, the actual search terms or keywords typed into search engines, and which search engines are preferred by their targeted audience. Optimizing a website may involve editing its content, HTML, and associated coding to both increase its relevance to the specific keywords and to remove barriers to the indexing activities of search engines. Promoting a site to increase the number of backlinks or inbound links is another SEO tactic. Affiliate networks. An affiliate network is a kind of middleman between the affiliate and the affiliate program merchant. It lets the website owner find affiliate programs to join to put the items for sale on their websites. The affiliate network lets the merchants give the website owners a share of the profits generated by the sale of the affiliate products. Banner media. Banners that employ images, text, sound, and video. Sometimes they are also interactive between the customer and the advertiser, that is, asking the customer to play a game, go to certain pages, etc. It uses technology like Flash, Java, JavaScript, and DHTML. CPA media. Cost per action, or CPA, is a type of internet advertising pricing model in which the advertiser must pay for every stated act, such as submitting a form, signing up for a newsletter, making a sale, etc. The advantage is that the advertiser only has to pay for the ad if the requested act happens. Social media. Social media is a type of interaction between people where they generate, share, or exchange data, pictures, etc., via sites such as Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, LinkedIn, etc. Mobile. Mobile marketing is a type of marketing where the advertiser sends out the ads to a person's mobile device, that is, a smartphone or other internet-capable device. Mobile marketing provides patrons with all kinds of information on the advertiser's goods, services, coupons, etc. It has become a very popular advertising medium since many people own mobile phones. Content syndication. Content syndication is a type of syndication where the content is available for other users and websites to access. This may be done via web feeds, forums, etc. It's also a kind of licensing for website content to allow other websites to use the same material. Retargeting. Retargeting is a type of cookie-based technology using JavaScript code to secretly follow your customers' browsing habits on the internet. The website puts a cookie or pixel on the website, which is a piece of coding, and when a new visitor to your site goes onto the website, it activates the cookie. This shows you what type of places they go so you can generate specific ads towards them. Video. Video is a type of advertising where short video content is compiled to send out either on the web or to mobile devices. The nature of these advertisements comes in several different forms and can be used for information, entertainment, how-to, or sales opportunities. Offline media. Offline media is the traditional form of advertising, such as newspapers, flyers, or any type of advertising that's not going out over the internet or over any sort of broadcast media like TV or radio. Traffic exchanges. A traffic exchange is a website that provides website owners with some type of service in exchange for their getting traffic. The website gets transmissions from website owners when they join traffic exchange networks. Then, the one who submitted the website must browse other members' sites listed on the network to get credits, and those credits allow their websites to get seen by other network members. This in turn helps all of the signed up sites get more traffic, and thus possibly more profits. RSS directories. RSS directories are comparable to website directories. However, they have lists of RSS feeds instead of lists of various websites. An RSS feed contains full text or a summary, as well as metadata, such as a publishing date and the name of the writer. Subscribing to one makes it so that the user is informed of any updates to the list of articles. I just can't finish this section without telling you where you can find all kinds of services. It's just crazy. But here you can find almost anything you might be looking for online, and only for $5. Yep, I'm talking about Fiverr.com. Please check out this URL right here to know more about that. Video number 12. Track your success. What is tracking? Tracking is a system of keeping tabs on something. In the case of a business, it means keeping track of things like sales, customers, and leads. It means monitoring all of the things that go on in your business, as well as trying to use it to predict trends for the future. Tracking is essentially the process involved in keeping all of your business sales data up to date and current. It stores all of the gathered information regarding your customers, actual sales, leads for potential sales, etc. It also may keep track of other things, such as profits, percentages, inventory, etc. It all depends on what the company wants or needs to track. Tracking has become a very important process for all companies because it tells a company everything there is to know about what is going on in their business. It makes it possible to pinpoint exact information on how their sales are going and how their customer service department is satisfying or not satisfying its customers. All of these things are vital for any type of business, big or small. Tracking is developing more every day, and its importance is understood in many of today's companies. This is true because tracking is a vital tool that can help a business in resource management, as well as in forecasting future sales and managing clients, so that a company can be competitive and increase its profits. The main focus of tracking is to improve your funnel and traffic campaign to maximize profit from some efforts. Why is tracking important? The majority of businesses own some sort of tracking system so they can monitor their customers, sales, and leads. This helps them stay organized and be better able to conduct customer analysis. It provides for less errors and better customer relations for many reasons. Tracking can help businesses avoid wasting money on traffic that doesn't convert into leads and sales. The tracking tools will do this by collecting data only on the traffic that ends up creating a lead or sales, as it can be programmed to track any sales conversions and bring the business the best results. Tracking helps the business access pertinent customer information without having to go back to their offices because they can do it online. It can also help to automate their sales tasks because they can do things like import leads, send email, etc. in just a few seconds instead of taking hours. Businesses being able to track customers, sales, and leads will help them to see any previous data collected that could influence future dealings and use it as a guide. Businesses can also see the things trending on the market compared with the previous deals and can use this information to garner even more new customers. Customer tracking makes it simpler for a company to run at its most optimal level. With the advances in today's technology, there's no need to do this vital task with mere pen and paper, as it can easily and more efficiently be done with tracking software. In order for your business to stay competitive, it must embrace these changes and use software tracking tools to assist it in running efficiently in today's modern world. The bottom line is that tracking is a vital part of any business, and in order to do their job properly, every business should have some sort of viable tracking tool. Tracking tools. Infusionsoft. Infusionsoft is a tracking program that automates several sales and marketing tasks, as well as tracking sales, leads, and customers so you know what is going on in your business. It's an all-in-one program that integrates all of your tasks into one system to make things easier for small or large businesses. Instant Customer Tracker. Instant Customer Tracker is a great answer to all of a business's customer tracking needs. It provides a way to track revenues, customers, prospects, group list members, programs, etc. It also works well for email campaigns and opt-in tracking. Instant Customer Tracker is also designed to track shipping data and send out package tracking emails, which will help your customers to keep track of their orders and gain kudos for your company. You can even track commissions for your sales personnel. Plus, the program offers a way to print out address labels and return labels using either Dymo or Avery products. Pro Business Tools. Pro Business Tools helps companies track their sales data and accounts by using job numbers, ticket IDs, date ranges, status, or location. It helps prevent problems and errors when dealing with customers. It's a web-based business management software, which means there's nothing to download or install, which makes it much easier to use. At the click of a mouse, you can send out an email to your customer about their order, find out where their payment is, edit any changes in the order, etc. You can also customize various types of reports to keep track of this and other collected data. CustomerWise. CustomerWise is a program with great customer support for businesses who need to use tracking software to handle their business needs. They can help your company with the following things: managing your sales force, automated marketing, integrated CRM, AdTracks Gold. AdTracks Gold is a tracking program that allows the website owner to see exactly where all of their website traffic originates from. Some of the specific features of AdTracks Gold are: informs website owners of the number of visitors to their website and what the traffic source is to allow them to know what advertising schemes are working. Tracks all the sales, downloaded material, newsletter subscriptions, etc. from each traffic source, as well as tracking the conversions. Tracks sales and activities on your remote and affiliate websites. Computes all of your cost per click, cost per sale, and cost per action for every source of traffic so you can check your ROI. Tracks keywords and phrases to see which ones generated a sale in Google AdWords, etc. Analyzes and marks down all click-to-sale or click-to-action conversion ratios. Computes ROI, which allows website owners to know what traffic sources are making them a profit and which ones aren't. Protects affiliate sales from commissions being stolen by encrypting the HTML redirect pages, and it works with any affiliate program such as ClickBank. Automatically makes your tracking URLs shorter. Shows all traffic sources in real time in one location, so you don't have to go to multiple pages to get all of your vital statistics. Allows customization of statistics reports, so users need only press a single button to check all of them. Groups ad campaigns by website, kind of ad, purpose, etc.